Hey everyone, it's Fitz with your daily delivery. Hope you're doing well. I am good. I am great. We're getting closer to Friday night's showdown between Kansas State and Arizona at the Bill. It's going to be a packed house, national TV. Fox will be there to show it all. It's a big opportunity for Kansas State to assert itself as the power in the Big 12. Well, maybe along with Utah. But first, I want to talk to you about a young player that we simply aren't talking about enough. He's flying under the radar, but someone saw that he was doing a pretty good job and pointed it out. First, a reminder, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hit the thumbs up, leave those comments, keep feeding that algorithm, people. You're doing great. You're doing great. I appreciate it so much. Austin Romaine was forced into action last year as a true freshman due to injuries at middle linebacker, most notably senior starter Daniel Green, who was in so many ways the heart and soul of that defense. So to lose Daniel Green, a fifth-year senior, and sub in, well, a true freshman named Austin Romaine, seemed like a big step down. But initially he did pretty good. He was a pretty solid middle linebacker for a kid just out of high school. He's a true freshman playing Big 12 football and not on the fringes of the action, right in the heart of it as middle linebacker. Eventually, Austin Romaine wore down mentally and physically, and he wasn't nearly as good by the end of the season. But he got to work. He knew this was his job to earn if he really wanted it. And he really did put in the time. He shows back up into the football complex for a press conference, and he was hardly recognizable. He's filled out. He looks like a young man now and not a high school kid trying to play college football. And he's also turned into one heck of a linebacker. So we spent a lot of time talking about the young talent on the offensive side of the ball. You know, Dylan Edwards, Avery Johnson, just those cats. Maybe Jace Brown. Also, we spent some time talking about the young defensive ends and how good they are. But Austin Romaine is a true sophomore at the heart and soul of this Kansas State defense. And people are taking note of how good he is. PFF, which is the Pro Football Focus, which is one of those organizations that if they put out numbers and stats you like, they're right. If they put out numbers and stats when you don't like them, they're wrong. This time, I think K-Staters will find this interesting. So far, he is rating as the second most efficient linebacker in all of college football. Look, it's early in the season. A lot more football will be played. Other people will pick up their numbers, and maybe Austin Romaine will fade. But one thing that won't fade this season is the fact that he kind of saved Kansas State at Tulane. That's right. It was Austin Romaine who got the sack and stripped the ball from the Tulane quarterback. And it was a very, intentional strip. He literally reached around to pin that arm and knock the ball free. Jack Fabris, sophomore safety, redshirt freshman safety, picked up the ball and took it into the end zone. That's two young guys on defense who we really haven't talked about this year. You see, that's what's so incredible about this team. Not only are they deep and talented, there are a lot of young guys that are going to be around for a few years playing Kansas State football. It's very promising. And at the heart and soul of that on the defensive side is Austin Romaine. Keep doing it, young man. It's fun to watch him play, and he does get after it. He'll have his hands full with Arizona, but so will all of the Wildcats.